out here another day checking traps. Had some relief from the rain, which is a good thing, but it's supposed to set back in tonight. We're supposed to get, I think, about an inch of rain in the morning, clear out again by noon. But I wanted to show you guys how much the water's risen. So this is that very first location we set. We got the hut, banked in hut here behind us, and I just wanted to show you how much the water's risen up over the traps. But we're going to get down here. There's a good possibility when that water rises, those animals move, and we want to get down here, see that water's coming up, so that outer hut that they're in is starting to get flooded. And what they're going to do, they're going to move up to this next hut, which is starting to get flooded now. So that's the reason they got multiple huts on this small watershed, is so that they can move as the water's level fluctuate. We got to keep that in mind as a trapper, so that we can stay ahead of them and get them picked up. But anyway, I'm not gonna see if I can find a place to put the camera. I don't want to carry it out there. I'm gonna need both hands to keep my balance. So I'll put you guys right here where you can watch. We can do it without getting wet, and check these out. Anchor. That's another reason I like the anchor. I like to always try to remember to anchor high because of this right here. Still set, guys. I'm just running my my setters down that cable to the trap, and I'm filling the top of that trap that is still set. Let's see if I can get a hold of this log out here. We'll pull this log back up over that. We'll put this little bit of log best that we got. And again, like I said, it's going to rain 2 inches tonight, so it's going to mess it all up again. We're going to try to shove the end of it into the mud so it'll stay, and just leave it floating right there over the top of our trap, and that'll cause them to go to the bottom and swim. This one's crooked. It almost feels like it's spun around. Got us a catch on that one. Otter coming through. Pretty good size otter there. All right, so with that rain coming, we know we're getting another inch tonight. We're gonna go ahead and pull this one trap. We'll leave that one set. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it after that rain. If I need to, I can bring a boat right here. It's pretty close to the house to get these traps recovered, but we're going to leave it for now. I'll go ahead and just carry the solder up here in this trap, pull this one, and yeah, get some more checked. Alright guys, so we get over here, you can tell we got us a catch right up there by that tree in that 330. My snare's still hanging in that trail over there. You know, we've got this brown body grip right in here, so I'm going to ease down here and see if I can tell where it's at. Right there. It's still set right there, guys. Now, with us knowing that there's more rain coming, I'm going to mark this trap because a lot of this is going to be completely submerged underwater when I get back out here tomorrow. So I want to be able to tell where that trap's at. I got some big fiberglass poles that work great for that. I don't have any of them with me. So what I'm going to do, just use this piece of rebar, put up here higher on the bank. Right there. Just going to put it right here on the side of the bank where I know that trap is. And then, I don't know if I got any orange ribbon in here with me. If I had some orange ribbon or some kind of marker, that's what I would want to put on it. I do have some right there, so let's pull some of this ribbon off. Go and get another piece for that other trap, even though it's right beside that tree. We'll go ahead and mark it as well. So if I have to get out here in a boat to get it, we can. So I'm just going to tie that piece of ribbon there on that stake. All right, so that'll work, help us identify where that trap's at. So let's step down there. Looks like a beaver. Pretty sure it's a beaver. Get that beaver out of this set. So that water rising is what got them coming down through here to use this. There we go, guys. That's going to be the second one in this group. I'm pretty confident two's all that there are in here that's staying in here. Now this one may have just been traveling through because of the water levels coming up. We won't know, but I'll leave these traps set for probably another week. And have them sit here just in case something comes through. And we've got those other sets on the other side in that trail as well that hadn't made any catches. Just gonna reset it, guys, and get it set in this trail and get on over there and get some other ones checked. Bottom of that run, the trap fits in there just perfectly. Safety's off. Put some sticks in here to secure both sides. Just like that there. And that'll work, guys. That trap's sitting back in there. They're going to be right in the bottom of that run as they come through here. And you guys have saw it on the last couple of videos. When this was dry, it was a real defined run. That's what they're going to be swimming. They're going to see these sticks. They're going to dive to go down. They're going to go through that trap and get caught. So right here I can see a little trail going through there too that those land animals had made. And now those water animals will start using that same trail to come through that grass. If we wanted to set some muskrat sets in there, otter sets, be a good trail to set them on right there. Anyway, good start this morning. Our first two sets of traps and having 2 catches. Can't complain about that. Let's get over here and get these other sets checked. All right, guys, made it here to this ditch. Picked a big buck out of one year. It washed up in here a couple of years ago. Pretty nice rack on him. But anyway, get right here. We can tell our trap here is still in the trap bed. We want to make sure that it's still set and adjusted. It's still there. We want to make sure that we got it in the right spot with this high water, because as soon as this water stops, those beavers are going to be out adjusting these dams, fixing the dams where they washed out. I look right over there and my sticks are disturbed. I had them up against that bank. I can tell that they're pushed out. So let's ease right on this edge and see maybe we don't have a catch there in that 330. Oh, no catch, it's stripped. So they're using this. What we're going to do, guys, we got it out here on this outside edge. I'm going to set it back and I'm going to shove it back up into that hole as far as I can. They're using this hole, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think this hole may come out over another side of this root wad. But what they're doing is they're going out, they're getting feed, they're bringing the feed back in. We don't have a catch with it. It's possible when they're pushing these sticks out. All these that we're seeing on this hole are chewed. They've already got all the bark off of them. They're all bare, so chances are they may be up there eating, and then they're shoving those sticks out this hole, and if they just bump that trap, it's going to set it off. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset it, shove it back up in that hole farther, and see if that might help us with this trap being thrown. Alright, guys, I figured out what our issue was with this hole. So I originally set that trap thinking that hole was going back up in here. When I decided to push it on back farther up into the hole, that there is no den that goes back up this way. That den actually goes in this direction. So what was happening, they're coming out of that den hole and they were hitting the side of that trap, setting it off. So I didn't have the trap blocking the hole completely. So I had it sitting here, should have been sitting here. Now I've got that trap in the right place. That ground's so hard I couldn't shove these sticks down in there very far, 2 corner sticks. So what I did with this 1 corner stick, shoved it down as far as I could, and I come up here on top, put 2 cross sticks to hold it up against that bank, and that'll help hold that trap in there securely. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and step over there and double check, make sure our foothold on that side is still sitting there where we want it to be sitting, and move on to the next spot. All right, guys, so we're out here. Looks like this trap may be this 330 we put in there may be laying down. All right, got us a beaver in there. Good deal. So works the same as the snares, guys. That beaver was out of sight, so it wasn't a big deal. Good sized beaver. I'm gonna step down here and check this other one that's sitting right here. All right, it's still set, guys. This 330 is still set in that hole. We're just gonna leave it right there where it was. I'll check in with you guys up here. We've got this 1 snare still set. I went ahead and pulled all the traps that were down in that big ditch on that dam. that flood that we had come in and wash that dam away. All it is there is the small log that originally started that dam in the first place. So yeah, nothing to see there. Just had the one other snare up there on the side of that. On the side of that dam where we had the one all tangled up. Alright, just gonna place that back in there and find some sticks to use for support. Through these springs. Just whatever we can find laying here close. We'll use this big one here that we just had over, camouflage it. We'll stick the end of it down in there, just like that. Use it to catch that corner. Now we can pull some of this stuff up here. A couple more sticks just to help secure that in there. There we go, just like that, guys. And let's get up there and check that snare. Alright guys, snare's still hanging out here on this corner, coming up out of the trail. No reason to walk down there. I'll get back here and get this beaver over the truck, and we'll check in with you guys the next stop. Alright, so after about 5 minutes, 10 minutes looking here, it looks like we lost the track. Had a 330 sitting here below this dam break. I've not found it. I don't know if it was due to a catch. We got a catch in it. Or if it's due to the flood water. A lot of times those 330s, when those floods come up quick, they'll come in here and looks like right there's my stand. I had it on a stand. But anyway, that flood water will come up really quick. And a lot of debris will wash into it, set it off, and that debris, the weight of the debris and that current pull your anchor. I can't remember how I anchored it, if I anchored it to one of these blocks or if I had it anchored to a stake. With all this concrete in here, I'm going to say I probably had it anchored. Probably not as well as it should have been. But anyway, we'll get back down here when the water goes down, and good chance we'll find that track if we take enough time looking for it. And I'm going to ease on up here this next dam and see what we've got up there. Alright guys, so that just shows you right there the power of the water coming down these narrow ditches, these deep narrow ditches. So this big dam, I don't remember how many beaver we've got out of here. We got, I want to say we got 5 or 6 last year, and then I think we're up to 3 or 4 without looking at my notes. I can't be sure, but we caught several out of here this year as well. And those beavers will be up here repairing this dam today. They couldn't afford to lose that water. You can tell it's dropped a good, probably 2 foot on the upper side of that dam. I can't see my 330 that I had on that original crossover. So I'm gonna ease down here. You can tell my foothold got washed out when that dam washed out. So I'm gonna get down here. Probably go ahead and just you know what? We're getting that another inch of rain tonight. So I think I'll go ahead and pull both of these traps, get them out of here. On my way back to the truck, I think I'll pull the rest of the traps that I have on this ditch. That'll keep me from one more stop, one more unload of the mule, and we'll get somewhere and we'll put new sets out in a new location. We'll keep an eye on this several times throughout season, see if they come in. This will be the dam that they're going to want to repair, so we'll know pretty soon as the water dries up. If they're back in here fixing this dam, we'll know there's still a couple more in here, and we can set up and catch them then. But anyway, I believe that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm over here, guys. You got to be careful out here. I just eased down this edge right here. Look, and it looks like it's only about a foot deep. I went take a step and I went plumb down to my belly before I hit bottom right there. I washed out quite a bit around that corner. I may have to go for a swim to get back over there in a minute, but I'll try to find this. My boots are full of water. I'm drenched. Shoved the GoPro plumb down to the dirt to get my footing. But anyway, be careful out here, guys. It happens, and make sure somebody knows where your sets are, if at all possible. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find this 330. I can see my stick. I know where it was originally at. I'm gonna see if I can find my anchor here, get that 330 pulled up. If there's a catch, I'll show you. If not, I'm gonna get this other trap out of here. Yeah, keep moving, stay warm. All right, guys, same thing here. I found my stand that I had that trap on, but that flood water's washed it out. So two traps gone. It's too deep for me to walk out here any farther. I've felt around with my hands trying to find that cable anchor. The only thing I can do is wait till I get these beavers out of here and get this water out of here and get it dry and walk the edge of it, see if I can't find that trap. So it's going to be too deep out here for me to find it. I'm going to piddle around here a little bit longer, just make sure I didn't miss it, but it's looking like that's going to be the case. Alright, guys, so right there's that dam. Had set that conibear. If I remember right, I anchored to a pretty good sized log that was right there that I thought would float. As I was up there wrapping all them cables up, getting everything ready to pack out of here, I noticed this log down here just not floating off. It's just drifting. Looks like it's weighed down. So I come up here to check it out. I really can't see my cable wrapped around it anywhere, but that log is anchored to the bottom. I'm thinking that may be the log that I have my 330 on. So I'm gonna mess around right here for a minute, see if I can find a stick long enough to reach out there, hook that log, maybe pull it over here to where I can get see if that's gonna be it or not. Alright, that's our trap, guys. So here's our anchor. Ooh. Wrapped around that floating log. Let's get that trap out of there. I hate losing equipment, guys. There's our trap. Hopefully you guys were able to see that. I'm drenched, my boots are plumb full of water, but yeah, I'm drenched. Boots are plumb full of water, but we got a trap. A good friend of mine, David, said the other day, I got to say I agree with him. This right here, you couldn't talk most people into doing what I do every day, guys. Even on mornings like today when you fall in, you get drenched. Last 2 days been raining, everything's getting flooded out. Yeah, most people, you couldn't talk into doing this, and like David said, you couldn't talk him out of doing it. And I'm the same way, you couldn't talk me out of doing it. But anyway, guys, now I'm plumb wore out, soaking wet. We'll get these traps up there to the mule. I'm gonna stop at that other dam between here and the road and pull those 2 traps that are there, get them out of here, preparation for that rain coming tonight, so we're not doing this again. And yeah, we still got a bunch of locations to get by and check too today, so I'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back here at this dam where we had the beaver caught. It took us about 2 weeks to get that beaver caught, but we got him. Ended up picking one up here. There's the day that it flooded. It looks like we got a couple of different things going on here. So I can see my chain ground anchors come down that crossing, probably from the water, flood water. And then I can't see my 330 down here either, so we're gonna check them both. Yeah, 330 strip from the flood water. Guys, I'm just gonna pull it right up here, put it on the bank because we got that more rain coming. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull the whole thing, pull the anchor up, get it out of here, just to keep from worrying about that flood water tomorrow, getting everything checked, and we'll get everything reset, moved around once that water settles. Let's get up here and check this other. You guys probably haven't been able to pick it out. Right here's that chain and that trap that we had up top and this trip. So I'm just gonna get it all pulled and get it out of here for now. Oh, all right, guys, I'm out of breath, and I'll show you why in a second. We've been making our rounds this morning, checking everything. Everything's flooded out. What we didn't pull yesterday, we weren't able to get to today. But I get down here this morning where we had the tires set in this ditch in that run, and we've got a huge beaver down there. I've been standing out there just about my hip boots, as deep as I go, and trying to reach out and leverage this trap up. Get down there and take a look at it. We got a big beaver there, and he almost got through that trap, and he used that tire as leverage trying to get out, and had to pull the beaver and the tire up here. But that's a huge beaver there, and I'm gonna get him out of there. But I'll let you guys, I'm gonna introduce you guys to Lauren. She's gonna be riding with me. She's a local college student, and she's getting to do her dissertation. She's able to ride with me this season, and she's going to get college credit for it. Now I'll let her introduce herself and kind of tell you a little bit about her.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. So my name's Lauren Hopkins. I'm a junior in Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation at Arkansas State University, and this is my internship project. So it's a requirement within our major to do an internship project. You get to choose anything within the realm of possibilities that you're interested in. And I actually met the Arkansas Trapper through the Red Wolf Renaissance Fair. And that was an amazing experience. I got to run as the founding director, and it's opened a lot of opportunities. So I'm so excited to be out here with y'all and just to learn about trapping. So thank you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna climb down here and get this hoss out of this trap and get it untangled. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trap this morning and take it with us, so one less property we gotta set, and we'll get them all set back once this water recedes and the flooding stops. All right, guys, I didn't take the video with me. Me and Lauren were halfway through the water before we thought of the camera, but we got over here. You guys will remember this area. This was a Y. It had a conibear on a stand and got the one under the tree, and then we had that log set on the other side over there, and we just picked this beaver up over there on that log. So everything's flooded in deep water. Went ahead and pulled that trap. I'm gonna step down here under this tree and check this trap, and we're gonna see if maybe we can locate this trap that's over here. If not, we'll just leave them until the water goes back down and we can get to them. All right, hello everybody. Been around to everything. Got I think 5 of the farms I had set I got pulled today. Everything off of them. Got around, got one new location set. Put a couple of footholds out, and drowning rod on where Beaver's got a culvert stopped up, and a dam break that we made in that same spot. So 2 beaver sets and then 3 dry land sets for predators. Headed home. This is our last check. Get here, our cable is kind of pulled out here, kind of weird, so I'm going to check it. And I believe I see a beaver tail over there in that conibear that we reset the other day. So yeah, this trap's tripped, nothing in it. I'll get it reset here in a second. Put it right back here in this we'll make a little dam break. Let's get over here and see what this beaver is. Beaver tail, I see. You guys can see that beaver tail floating right there. It's gonna be a pretty small one. I'm gonna get him out of there. Get this. So we finally readjusted. This is a trap that we readjusted. Had set in there wrong. Had 2 misses. This trap tripped nothing in it. Finally figured out we had it in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna. Hopefully you guys will be able to see around that log right there. Let's get that trap out there. Got him that time though. I figured it out. Let's get that reset. We're going to put it right back in that same hole again. I'm going to take my knife and cut this cloth out of here. This is the 3rd time that cloth has been all tangled up in my trap. Let's see. This looks like an old piece of carpet that's kind of rotted down. Anyway, guys, just going to get this set back. Just like that. We're just gonna go right back down there in that hole with it. So like that right there. We'll take our stick, and again, this sand, I'm not able to shove it down into the ground, but I can still catch that spring in the corner of the trap. We'll do the same thing right here. We'll just pin it up here. Pin it up here high, and that's gonna hold that trap steady in that hole. Alright, that's gonna be reset. We might take this other one, try to shove in there best we can. We'll get it behind this stick maybe, and then go in and find our, there's the top corner of our trap. We'll go right down through it, through that spring. We'll kind of shove it back in the mud a little bit there, maybe hold it a little bit. There we go. All right, reset. I'm gonna get up here and get this foothold reset. We're gonna step over there where that break is from the flooding. Get our hands. Looks like I can see my cable stretched out, so I think my trap washed down below that dam. But we're gonna get both of these working up here. All right, just reset this one in here, guys. Just kind of broke this out and got this water flowing a little bit. I'd show you guys, just looked up, spotted a turtle right there. So here we are a week from Christmas. Got that turtle right there fighting that current, trying to get up that little fall there. Always neat what you get to see out here. Let's see if we can get down here. Yeah, he decided to turn around when he seen me. Anyway, I'm gonna get right over here and see that cable stretched out down that way, and gonna get that trap set right back up here in this break.